have to do, consistently, that is problem solving every day. Okay, every day you have to solve problem. Don't be so ambitious from the very first. So what I'm saying is you have to be very consistent. When I say consistent, I always say, always first start with 2 problems a day. 2 problems a day. I'm not saying that you have to solve 5 to 6 problems a day. No, only 2 problems a day. Start with 2 problems a day. Okay, and you have to make sure before going to bed at night, you have solved 2 problems. Okay, so that is consistent. So I have seen most of the guys, what they do is they solve 10 problems a day without doing anything else, and after that, for next 10 days or 12 days, they have not solved a single problem, right? So this is what I have seen so far. Okay, so and most of them does the same thing, but you doing this, you can't be an expert in DSA. So DSA is something that you have to do every day, and it's a habit actually. Okay, DSA is a habit. So you have to build that habit of doing problem solving, right? So now, what is the difference of problem solving and DSA? Okay, let's think from that perspective. Problem solving is a bigger picture. Okay, if I ask you to solve a problem, okay, and maybe it's a medium level problem or a hard problem, okay, and I have given you infinite time to solve this problem. That means you can take 1 day, 1 month, or 1 year to solve a single problem. Okay, and I have cut down all the possible resources where you can find help. You can't take help from anyone. Okay, just think of a just as just an assumption. You can't take help from anyone. I have cut down all the possible places from where you can take help, and I have given you infinite time to solve this problem. Okay, now you are not aware of DSA. You have not learned DSA. You don't know about DSA. What is DSA? You are not aware of that. But you did engineering. You are aware of coding. You have done coding. I am 100% sure that after some point of time, you can definitely come up with a solution. Okay, you can definitely come up with a solution if you have the coding background. I'm saying that you are not good at DSA. You have never learned or never practiced DSA. Okay, and I have given you a problem, and I've given you infinite time. Okay, after some time, maybe after 1 year. Okay, in worst case, I'm just assuming, maybe after 1 year you will come up with a solution. Definitely you will come up with a solution, and even much before you will come up with a solution, not 1 year. Okay, so as you can come up with a solution, right, without knowing the DSA, what is the difference in that? So the difference is problem solving is not about DSA. Problem solving is I have given you a problem statement. Okay, and you have to solve this problem. Okay, you have to solve this problem. Now I have given you this problem statement. You have solved this problem with a solution, and you have given me a solution. Now the question of DSA comes. What is that question? The solution that you gave me, is that an efficient solution? Definitely not. Definitely not. Probably the solution that you gave me is not an efficient solution, because to give an efficient solution, you have to understand what is DSA, right? What is DSA? So the solution that you gave me is called a brute force solution. Brute force means whatever came to your mind at the first, you have applied that. That is brute force. Sometimes, I mean, when you will be an expert, or maybe in your intermediate level in problem solving, sometimes it actually happens with me, and it happens with most of us. When you are an expert in problem solving, the first thing that will come to your mind, right, is an optimized solution. Okay, is an optimized solution. So it comes with practice. Okay, so whenever I give an interview, okay, or maybe if I go for an interview, right, as I do problem solving, in terms of teaching or in terms of taking interviews, okay, or maybe mock interviews, right? The practice, I have practiced so much problems, so much of types of problem, right? Every time when I face a problem, I feel like, I always, it happens like, I used to give I mean, every time my mind always try to think of an optimized way, not from the brute force way. I mean, whatever comes to my mind first is nothing but the brute force. Okay. But as you have done practice a lot, you are thinking of the problem in an optimized way only, because you are aware of the data structure. You are aware of the algorithm, what algorithm you can apply here. Okay. Now let's come back to our problem. You came up with a solution and you gave me a brute force solution, right? Now what is now the thing is, in interview it says it's a problem solving round. It In some product companies it says data structure algorithm round, but in most product companies it says problem solving round. Now your question would be to me is, so Shomodeep, as it's a problem solving round, you have given me a problem statement, but I have solved that. I have given you a solution, right? So what would you do? Will you reject me, or will you go forward with me? Now the answer is, see, that this, for this particular problem, okay, for a particular, for any problem, right? For any problem, most of the problems, there are many ways of solving that problem. Okay. We have the brute force way. Okay. We have the efficient way as well, and we have the intermediate solutions as well. That is the improvement on brute force, right? So how you can come up with an efficient solution? To come up with an efficient solution, you have to understand DSA. Okay. So problem solving is a different thing. Data structure algorithm is a different thing. Okay. So why I'm saying this? Because most of us has a wrong notion that to do problem solving, I have to know data structure algorithm. No, that is not a correct statement. If I have to solve a problem in an efficient way, then I have to know data structure algorithm. Okay. Someone from coding background who is not aware of data structure algorithm can also solve a problem. Okay. Can also solve a problem. That is problem solving. That's a solution. But the probability of that solution, that this solution is not an optimized solution. Okay. Mostly the probability of that would be high, that this solution that he has given is not an optimized solution. Then how I can give an optimized solution? So those guys who knows about data structure algorithm can come up with an optimized solution. Okay. Because he knows, right, that for this particular problem, which algorithm fits in better. Okay. Or which data structure would be more efficient to use for that particular problem. Okay. So that is how data structure algorithm plays an important role. Now when I say, and and this thing I have only done, in my early days when I was also not good at data structure algorithm, right? So, and basically problem solving. So when everyone says that, go for problem solving and all those things, when I started doing problem solving, I have not touched any problem until and unless I have covered some of the chapters in data structure algorithm. No, that's the wrong thing. Okay. Data structure, as I am saying, problem solving and data structure algorithm is totally different. Without knowing data structure algorithm also you can do problem solving. Okay. But for solving it in an efficient way, you need data structure algorithm. So the wrong thing is, I am not saying that don't learn data structure algorithm. I am saying don't wait for DSA to complete. Okay. Then only you will start problem solving. That's the wrong thing. Problem solving is a habit. Make problem solving a habit. Even if you want to write hello world program, then also go for it and write it. Okay. So that is one thing that you have to make sure that you are doing problem solving every day. Every day. Don't wait for the DSA to complete, or like that. Okay. Definitely we will parallelly we will go with DSA, we will progress with DSA and we will complete it. Right. But by the time, what I'm saying is start problem solving from today itself. Okay. Make this a habit, like 2 problems per day. So now think of that. If you solve 2 problems a day, in every month you are solving 60 problems, right? And in 4 months, you are solving almost 250 problems, which is not at all bad. And study says that if you are smart enough in your effort and you can solve at least 150 problems, you are good enough to sit for the interview of Google. Okay, that's what the study says. Now, after 4 months, you have already solved 250 problems. Then definitely you are ready to sit for Google, right? Technically, you are ready for that, right? So, consistent effort is important. So you have to make sure that whatever you are doing, right, you have to do it consistently. Whatever P1 problem or whatever comes to your, daily life, just 2 problems a day. One problem in the morning or maybe one problem in the night. Okay. And how you are going to do that? So first we'll start with 2 problems a day. After that, we will, like after 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I will make it 3 problems a day. Okay. And this will go for 1 month. And after that, I will make it 4 problem a day. And this will go till we complete our class. Okay. So 4 problems a day means in a month, you are going to complete 120 problem. Approx, if you can complete 100 problem, that is also fine, right? That is also fine. Let's, because when we are going to solve 4 problems a day, I usually tell people take a break of